Humans are going back to the moon, and the whole world is watching. For the first time in over 50 years, human beings are going to travel to the moon. Not in a movie, not in a video game, for real. It's 2026, and space is busier than it has ever been in history. Rockets are launching from the US, China, Japan, India, and Europe. Some are going to the moon. Some are heading to Mars, and one is carrying a brand new telescope that will show us billions of galaxies we've never seen before. This is the story of humanity's biggest year in space, and it belongs to all of us. First, a little history for you guys. Back in 1969, American astronauts Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin became the first humans to walk on the moon. Between 1969 and 1972, 12 astronauts explored the lunar surface. Then, nothing. For over 50 years, no human has traveled it. That's about to change. Artemis 2. 4 humans flying around the moon. NASA's Artemis 2 mission will send 4 astronauts on a journey around the moon, farther from Earth than any human has ever traveled. Think of it like a very brave dress rehearsal. The crew won't land on the moon this time, but they'll fly around it, testing all the systems and making sure everything is ready for the next mission, Artemis 3, which aims to actually land astronauts back on the moon's surface. The crew includes 3 American astronauts and 1 Canadian, Jeremy Hansen from the Canadian Space Agency. This makes Canada only the 2nd country to ever send an astronaut beyond Earth's orbit. Why does this matter? Because going to the moon isn't just about planting a flag. Scientists believe the moon's south pole contains water ice. Frozen water hiding in deep craters where sunlight never reaches. Water can be split into hydrogen and oxygen, which can be used as rocket fuel. That means the moon could one day become a refueling station for missions going even further to Mars and beyond. India joins the club. For most of history of space travel, only 2 countries had ever sent humans into space: the US and the former Soviet Union. In 2003, China became the 3rd. Now, in 2026, India is preparing to become the 4th nation to send humans into space. India's mission is called Gaganyaan, which means sky vehicle in Sanskrit. The first test will be uncrewed, meaning no humans on board yet, but it's a massive step. A country of 1.4 billion people launching its own astronauts into space. China's bold moon mission. China is also heading to the moon in 2026. A mission called Chang'e 7, named after the Chinese goddess of the moon. This mission is heading straight to the lunar south pole, the same region NASA is targeting. Chang'e 7 includes an orbiter, a lander, a rover, and a tiny flying hopper robot that can leap into dark craters to search for water ice. If China finds water there first, it could be one of the most significant space discoveries in decades. Here's something interesting. Both the US and China are racing to the same spot on the moon. Is that competition? Yes, but as you'll read below, space is also about something bigger than winning. A new set of eyes on the universe. While all of this is happening closer to home, NASA is preparing to launch the Nancy Grace Roman Space Telescope, named after NASA's first chief of astronomy, a woman who helped make the Hubble Space Telescope possible. Roman is extraordinary, while the famous James Webb Space Telescope, or JWST, gives us incredibly detailed pictures of small patches of the sky, like looking at the universe through straw. Roman has a field of view 100 times wider. Imagine going from a magnifying glass to a wide-angle camera. In a single image, Roman will be able to capture what would take Webb hundreds of images to photograph. It will survey billions of galaxies, helping us understand how the universe grew and whether there are planets out there that could support life. Cooperation. In 2026, something remarkable is happening beyond the competition. Countries that rarely work together on Earth are collaborating in space. The SMILE mission, studying how the sun interacts with Earth's magnetic field, is a joint program between the European Space Agency and the Chinese Academic of Sciences. The ISS, or International Space Station, has welcomed astronauts from 19 different countries since 1998. Japan's MMX mission to the moons of Mars carries scientific instruments built by teams in Europe and the US. India is developing new partners with ESA, with plans for future joint missions to the moon. And underpinning all of it is the Outer Space Treaty of 1967, signed by most nations on Earth, which states that no country can ever own the moon, Mars, or any other body in space. Whatever is discovered out there belongs to no single flag. Why does any of this matter to you? You might be wondering, I'm not an astronaut, why should I care? Because everything that comes from space exploration eventually comes back to Earth. GPS on your phone, weather forecasts, the internet that you use every day. All of it depends on technology that grew out of space missions. The moon missions of the 1960s gave us everything from memory foam to scratch-resistant glasses. And this time, the discoveries are even bigger. Finding water on the moon could make it possible for humans to live beyond Earth. Roman's images could tell us whether we are alone in the universe. Artemis 3 could put the first woman and first person of color on the moon's surface. 2026 isn't just a big year for astronauts. It's a big year for all of us.